My name is Lucas Daniel Boyce, and I believe each of us are built for something more. Each of us are created to be living proof. And it doesn't matter our station in life, our background, our present circumstances, we can do big things if we're willing to try. I was born to a teenage mother who was addicted to drugs and alcohol. She sold her body to support her habit. I became an orphan and was sent to foster care. My adopted mother, Dorothy, didn't cast me aside as another sad story, however. She instilled in me principles that drove my determination to overcome the cards I'd been dealt. Some people see things as they are and they ask why. Others will dream things that can be and they will ask, why not? So in other words, some people will see oceans that are too wide to cross. They will see mountains that are too high to climb. They will see that they maybe don't have the right family life or the right background, and they'll use it as excuses to shrink from the opportunity of the moment. But then there are those who will see oceans that are too wide to cross and they will cross them. They will see mountains that are too high to climb and they will climb them. They will see that I don't have the right home life, or I don't live in the right neighborhood, or I don't have all the money or the Yale or Harvard education. And they will dream things that can be, and they will still ask, why not? And it was Mom who instilled in me the desire to pursue the improbable. When I was 18, I told her I had 3 big dreams: to work at the White House, to fly aboard Air Force One, and to work for an NBA team. She told me at a very young age that if I was willing to, yes, believe that I could do things, but more importantly, understand that I represented honesty and goodness and faith, that I could be successful. And she said that if I would do these 2 things, that the likelihood for my success would be very, very high. And a little over a decade later, hard work, determination, and grace led to serving at the White House, flying aboard Air Force One, and becoming an NBA executive. None of this would have been possible without a few life coaches along the way. That's why motivational speaking, mentoring, and making an impact in the community is so important. Dr. King once said, "I can never be what I ought to be until you are who you ought to be." My goal is to encourage people, young and old, to be exactly who they were created to be and to do big things just as God intended. I always try and end my presentations with a few words of encouragement to remind us of who we can be if we're willing to take action and not shrink from the opportunity of the moment. There isn't time to wait, there isn't time to waste, because now is the time and this is the place. For your response, heaven wonders. In history, she waits. Today, right now, in this moment, in this place. You are a generation rising with tasks of leadership to embrace. Because now is the time, and this is the place. Thank you.
It's actually the second time I've heard the presentation with another organization. It's a message that resonates with all ages.
In the midst of all of this, the champion, the leader, those who will do big things, those who will make an impact every single day, will be those who will take all of those pressures, understand that they are there, and still lead.
He's such a terrific voice of hope that anything's possible.
A very simple message that I'm hoping that you all understand, that each of us are built for something more, and that we have within us the seeds of greatness to do big things and to be leaders for this next generation. If we're willing to live life at a higher level, if we're willing to take enormous action towards our goals, we can be successful.
His story is something that it needs to be told.
We all think about our own challenges and own problems, and they're really minuscule compared to what someone like he went through.
From foster care to working in the White House to working with the Magic and continuing to keep touch with the community. I don't know how he keeps all those hats on and all that straight, but I just think he's amazing.